Welcome back, folks. This is Acid Roots, and we're gonna head to World 2 of Donkey Kong Country. So, this is where we get the frog, and I do like this guy. Him and Rambi, Winky and Rambi are my two animal buddy picks for this game. It's too bad that Winky doesn't show up in other games. It's really the only game that he's in. I don't know if he shows up in any future games, but he really looks like he doesn't know what's going on. And Rambi at least sounds like he has like a deep burly voice, gravelly voice, baritone voice, something like that, but I can't really picture Winky really having much of any characteristics. Frogs are funny animals. They just do what they do. They don't really seem to have much brain cells, you know. They leap. They eat flies. That's kind of the thing, or whatever. So. Yeah, so we're gonna head into the minecart stages, which is supposedly a part of Donkey Kong that not too many people like. Now, this one is really not that horrible, but the second one kind of gets on your nerves from what I remember. But when you think about it, and I've seen so many people, like, you know, everyone kind of does speed runs at this point. And I don't know, I mean, I like watching Let's Plays and walkthroughs and that sort of stuff, but I do not really like speed runs just because I don't feel like these sorts of games should be beaten that quickly. I think that kind of takes the juice out of it to do that. And, so, I mean, I can't really see the decisions behind that. I mean, I suppose it's kind of a challenge to say, oh, hey, I can beat this game in like 12 minutes, but, I mean, it's kind of like, okay, well, now I don't have shit to do because I have an hour to lose and I've only lost 12 minutes, so, you know, it's kind of that way. If you're ordering a pizza and you have to wait until 30 minutes or something, it's kind of like, hell, you gotta kill some more time, so I don't have a problem with that, you know. Donkey Kong, to me, is a game that kind of is meant to be like a 2-hour or something like that, and I imagine that that's what this playthrough is going to be. Is this going to wind up being like a good hour and a half, something of the like? You know, really wouldn't that take that long to watch? But so I'm going to try to use Diddy Kong. It just seems like he's not really talked about that much. He's kind of off to the side. Doesn't really have too many personality traits. He's just kind of spry, young, and rambunctious, but I do remember he bites Donkey Kong's finger at the end of this game. They kind of play pranks on each other, and he bites his finger, so he's just kind of... They're both ass clowns, but Diddy's kind of... It's funny. So, we do get the frog again. I'm just going to have to kind of think of the conditions on how, well, you'll see what happens, so. Winky is really only in, like, a few stages. I think after this stage, it might be, like, 1 or 2 more at most. That's virtually it. I wouldn't suspect he's in the ice world. So. I just kind of said, fuck it, you know, I could get to him in time. So he made 2 appearances, you know. I tried. Oh, I can get him again. I don't want to know what the hell. It would have been interesting to do that. I'm trying to think of what else, though. So currently, in the United States, there are protests going on. They're kind of turning to riots. And I was kind of watching someone's story on Instagram. They kind of presume this to be like controversy. And there's like a word for it. I forget what it's called, but it just kind of seems like it's conspiracy. That's what it is. It seems kind of like a conspiracy, and I'm almost tempted to agree with that, but I just do not have like the foresight of extra knowledge to try it. So, I mean, you have to basically do the knowledge about this stuff to kind of figure out what's going on. But just a little bit of food for thought for Donkey Kong Country. I know it's such a basic game, but you know, just extra thoughts for you as a snapshot of mid 2020. So these things are ass clowns. These things that just run around. I mean, you can't defeat them. I remember not liking them when I was way younger, but you know, you'd almost think that they're just very basic. It's a clever idea, but they're just complete idiots, you know. They don't really make appearances in any other games. Now that I think about it, I wonder why they didn't continue to use them, though. I'm not sure if I'll ever do Donkey Kong Country 2. I mean, this game to me, I think I would do the third one sooner than I do the second one, just because the second one, I mean, you have to unlock stages to be able to get the full experience. I just wouldn't know if I would, you know, have the desire, because it actually is a manic procedure. So I'm not so sure I would want to involve myself in, like, getting pissed off. I mean, if it was easy enough, I would probably do it, but I don't want to get 70% done with the game and then just quit. I've done that enough times, so. This to me just kind of feels like a summer game, especially those jungle stages. You know, you could probably even watch this out in your backyard, sip a beer, and have like some toast or a hot dog or something, and just with your shades on, and just kind of, and even so, I mean, I would have like some tinted shades, just have like some red shades, pull those out, and just say, hey, you know, I'm gonna cook some food today and just chillax. That's exactly what summer's for, backyards and stuff. But even though this game came out in the winter, I mean, to me it feels more like a summer game. It's so lazy. But, so I attempt to get some of the secrets, but once I start taking damage, I'm like, I'm not going to consistently lose lives over trying to get these secrets, so. But I do know a handful of them. I've seen in this playthrough enough times. So. That's a nice little belch. I'm going to throw that in for fans of my vlog channel, but. So I got loads of tricks coming out, you know, for Acid Roots, this channel. I mean, this is still kind of a stagnant and kind of hibernation-esque channel, but I'm just trying to lose, like, the kind of feeling of that effect. It's like the main thing. Will I get it? Yes, I will. That was a 2-up, and there's really not too many opportunities that come for 3-ups. They are actually in the game. You get, the blue ones are 3-ups, but they just are not that frequent. That's kind of, I think you pretty much have to be in one of those mini games or bonus rooms to even get that. I mean, I remember the 2-up is actually in like the first stage, so. I mean, if you hang out on the rooftops of the trees, you can get to a 2-up. I don't know if they ever do that with the 3-ups. So. But, yeah, I'm not... if there is a 3-up in this playlist, it's probably just going to be... You know, I wouldn't know if I would want to do, like, a player's guide type thing to get to it. But, yep, I know what player's guides are. You know, you would think, what are you talking about? You mean you don't use YouTube to get help with these games? It's like, no, I mean, from 2001 and the 90s, you had to use player's guides, which is essentially a book that you buy to learn how to beat the game. So, I do have one for Donkey Kong Country, so, interestingly enough. It tells, like, the names of all the characters and stuff. But, that enemy almost hit me. So. This is kind of Amazonian ruins. It's kind of interesting little area. I swear it looks like that's like a lobby of doors behind that, where that rock is. Looks like it's like actually a palace or something, or a hotel or something like that. I mean, it's obviously not a palace, but a hotel, you know, where you have those spinning doors that you have to push to get inside. This boss pissed me off. I was surprised I even took damage, you know. It's that first nut that he spit out, you know. Essentially, kind of just like hell. That's the thing about this game. It sometimes it'll not play around and it'll surprise you, because just before that it was playing around. So it just will ramp up the difficulty curve out of nowhere. But alright, subscribe for more fun. Thanks for watching and have a good night.